Before you put another box of chicken nuggets in your kid's lunch, look at what's actually inside. Because I went through the ingredient lists of some of the biggest chicken nugget brands in America, and honestly, some of these labels surprised me. Some contain ingredients you probably wouldn't expect to see in a chicken nugget. And some of the brands people think are the healthy choice aren't necessarily as simple as they look. So I went through 10 of the biggest names: Tyson, Purdue, Banquet, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Burger King, and a few others. And by the end of this video, I'll show you 3 options with much simpler ingredient lists. Let's start with the one almost everybody knows. Chicken nuggets are everywhere. Walmart, Costco, school cafeterias, fast food restaurants, kids' menus. That's because they're called chicken nuggets. Most of us don't think twice about what's actually in them. But there's a difference between seeing the word chicken on the front of a package and looking at the entire ingredient list on the back. That's what we're doing today. No guessing. No fear-mongering. Just the label. So let's see which brands actually keep things simple. 1. Tyson Chicken Nuggets Vo. First up, Tyson. This is one of the most recognizable chicken nugget brands in America. And when you flip the package over, you'll see chicken near the top of the ingredient list. But you'll also see water, flour, starches, oils, seasonings, and other ingredients used to make the nugget taste good, hold together, and stay consistent. Now, none of that automatically makes a product bad. But here's the important part. You shouldn't judge a nugget by the picture on the front of the box. Turn it around. That's where the real story is. 2. Purdue Chicken Nuggets Vo. Next is Purdue. Purdue has a reputation for being one of the more premium names in supermarket chicken. But premium branding doesn't mean you should skip the ingredient list. Look closely, and you'll find more than just chicken and breading. There are ingredients used for flavor, texture, seasoning, and preservation. And this is where I think shoppers make a mistake. They see words like "no antibiotics" or other marketing claims and assume the entire product must be simple. It isn't the same thing. Always check what you're actually buying. The 3. Great Value Chicken Nuggets Vo. Now let's talk about Walmart's Great Value Nuggets. And this is where price becomes interesting. Because when you see a bag that costs significantly less than the premium brands, you have to ask, how are they keeping the price that low? Look at the ingredient list. You'll see chicken, but you'll also see water, breading ingredients, starches, oils, and other components. Again, that doesn't mean the product is unsafe. But if your goal is simply, give me a chicken nugget with the shortest, simplest ingredient list possible, this probably isn't the first bag I'd reach for. Banquet Chicken Nuggets Vo. Then we have Banquet. This is one of those brands where the price immediately catches your attention. It's cheap, really cheap. But take a look at the ingredient list. You'll find chicken, breading ingredients, oils, starches, and additives used to give the nuggets their texture and shelf stability. And this is an important lesson. Cheap doesn't automatically mean bad, but cheap also doesn't automatically mean you're getting the simplest product. If you're buying based purely on price, you may want to spend 30 seconds reading the back of the box first. 5. Foster Farms Vo. Next, Foster Farms. This is a big name, especially on the West Coast. One thing you'll notice across many processed chicken products is the use of ingredients that help control moisture and texture. That matters because nuggets aren't just pieces of chicken thrown into a fryer. They're manufactured to taste and feel the same every time you buy them. So when you're comparing brands, don't just look at calories. Look at the entire ingredient list. That little paragraph on the back can tell you a lot more than the giant picture of crispy chicken on the front. 6. Okay, now we're getting into the interesting one. McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. You've probably eaten these, maybe a lot of them. And here's the thing, the ingredient list is actually publicly available. So let's look at it. You'll see white boneless chicken meat, along with ingredients used in the coating, seasoning, and cooking process. And yes, there are some ingredients here that sound pretty technical. But don't make the mistake of thinking, if I can't pronounce it, it must be dangerous. That's not how food science works. The better question is, what is the ingredient and why is it there? That's the kind of question we should be asking instead of just believing whatever we see on TikTok. 7. Chick-fil-A Chicken Nuggets Vo. Chick-fil-A is another interesting one. People often think of these nuggets as the premium fast food option. And compared with some competitors, the product certainly has a different reputation. But remember, premium doesn't mean health food. They're still breaded and fried. You're still getting sodium. You're still getting calories from the coating and cooking oil. So if you're choosing Chick-fil-A because you genuinely like the taste, fair enough. But if you're choosing it because you think premium chicken nugget automatically means healthy, that's where I'd pump the brakes. 8. Wendy's Chicken Nuggets Vo. Next up, Wendy's. Their nuggets are designed to be juicy, crispy, and consistent. And that's exactly why you should pay attention to how they're made. A processed nugget isn't the same thing as taking a chicken breast, cutting it into pieces, seasoning it, and throwing it in a pan. There's processing involved. There's breading. There's formulation. There's cooking. None of that is automatically a deal breaker, but if you're looking for the most straightforward chicken possible, that's an important distinction to understand. 9. Burger King Chicken Nuggets Vo. Burger King, another giant fast food chain. And once again, don't judge the product by the crispy close-up. Look at the ingredients. You'll find chicken, along with the ingredients used to create the coating, seasoning, and texture. And here's the bigger takeaway. Fast food is designed for consistency. That nugget you get today needs to taste almost exactly like the one you got 6 months ago. That's why food manufacturers use specific ingredients and processing methods. It's not necessarily some secret conspiracy. It's food manufacturing. 10. Dino Buddies. And finally, Dino Buddies. This is the one parents recognize immediately. The dinosaurs make it fun. And honestly, that's the whole point. But here's something parents should remember. A product being marketed to kids doesn't make it nutritionally perfect. Look at the sodium. Look at the calories. Look at the breading. And most importantly, look at the ingredients. Because a cartoon dinosaur on the front doesn't tell you what's inside the box. So what should you buy? Okay, so after looking at all of these, what should you actually buy? I'm not going to tell you that every nugget on this list is toxic. That's not what the evidence says. Instead, I'm looking for something much simpler, a short ingredient list. And there are a few brands that stand out if that's your priority. Number 3, Applegate Naturals Chicken Nuggets. Number 2, Bell & Evans Chicken Nuggets. And number 1, Just Bare Lightly Breaded Chicken Breast Chunks. The reason I like these options isn't because they're magically healthy. It's because the ingredient lists are relatively straightforward, and that's what you should be looking for. Not a fancy picture, not a giant health claim, the actual ingredients. Final message Vo. So here's the rule I want you to remember the next time you're standing in the frozen food aisle. Don't just look at the front. Turn the package around. Look at the first few ingredients. Check the sodium. Look at the serving size. And if you're comparing two brands, choose the one that fits your priorities, not the one with the biggest health claim on the front. Because sometimes, the most important part of the package is the part nobody puts in the advertisement. If you want, I'll do the same thing with Parmesan cheese, sliced bread, or breakfast cereal next? Because some of those ingredient lists get really interesting. Subscribe to Dark Pantry. And tell me in the comments, what food should I put under the microscope next?